Like so many of you in this room, I have long been captivated by public service. President John F. Kennedy's memorable inaugural address challenge, so oft repeated that sometimes it may seem trite, but it's not. Ask not what your country could do for you, but ask rather what you could do for your country. Moved me profoundly 48 years ago and continues to resonate for me across the decades. The best job that I ever held, at least to date, was staff director and chief counsel for 2 subcommittees of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. The time had come to return to public service. Enter public broadcasting, an institution created by Congress as part of President Johnson's 1960s Great Society agenda, expressly chartered to serve the public, in essence, an educational, non-commercial media oasis. If public broadcasting was essential in the 3-channel world of 1967, then its role as a trusted safe haven in the enormity of today's fragmented and, yes, all too often sensationalized media world is even more essential. We take particular pride that public broadcasting has been recognized for 6 straight years of Roper polls as the most trusted source of news and information in America. The purposes and mission of public broadcasting ring as true today as they did almost 42 years ago when the Public Broadcasting Act became law. Education, diversity, localism, and universal service. These principles inspire public broadcasters and really command us to reach out to all Americans of all socioeconomic, cultural, and ethnic backgrounds, of all colors and of all ages. Public broadcasting has an obligation to serve all of our people. We don't have the luxury of choosing among demographics, nor appealing to the hot audience du jour. We are measured not by how amusingly we entertain, but how well we educate, in the broadest sense of the term, equipping our fellow citizens to live their lives wisely, with dignity and integrity, of sound body and soaring spirit, in times of plenty and times of shortage. Public television has spent the last 42 years building and then solidifying its reputation as a high-quality, trusted source of educational, informational, and cultural programming. Clearly, the best-known example of public broadcasting taking creative risks to develop programs addressing the educational needs of young children is through Sesame Workshop and its iconic shows like Sesame Street and The Electric Company. With renewed and reinvigorated focus on education that will prepare our toddlers to learn, motivate our youth to seek knowledge, enable our workers to compete in a global economy and learn new job skills, and engage all Americans in preventive health care. Public broadcasting stands ready to help the Obama administration and future administrations remake America. We could share assets, both human and physical, with other non-commercial educational stations and enter into partnerships with other traditional and new media players to enhance quality while conserving resources. And permit me to dwell on this last point. Many of the companies represented in this room today are facing your own daunting challenges created by revolutionary technological change, wreaking havoc with old business models and exacerbated by this deep recession. You and your companies are searching for ways to survive the downturn and emerge stronger. Let us build upon our personal and our professional friendships and seek new ways to work together. Some of you offer enormous, high-speed, high-capacity broadband networks. Public broadcasting has abundant killer content to travel across those networks and the will of the talent to create much more. Others of you have cadres of extraordinarily talented journalists and might benefit from collaborative arrangements with public television. Yet others are working on next-generation internet and the generation after that. Let us imagine, let us explore, and let us create and forge new links among our organizations and our institutions that will be mutually beneficial and serve the public good. We in this room are privileged in many ways, but again, to paraphrase President Kennedy, with privilege comes responsibility. We have a responsibility to lead by example and by action. Let us remember that the challenges that seem so vexing contain the seeds of opportunities, numerous and exhilarating. Let us resolve that adversity will breed determination, not capitulation. Let us not root for failure. Rather, let us commit to helping our people and our country rebuild into a more solid and vital future. Optimism and confidence share a common trait with fear and panic. They are all contagious. Let us go forth and spread optimism and confidence. Thank you very much.